Okay guys, 66 F100, and yeah, for all you know-it-alls, I know it's got a 65 grill. Stop bringing it up. I'm tired of you old know-it-alls. It's my truck. It's a 66. It has a 65 grill in it. Very common for people to swap grills back in the old days. You old guys should know that. Now, onto the truck that we've addressed, the know-it-alls. I've had this truck for over a year, guys. I sold it once, bought it back. I drive it daily. I'm going to shoot a pretty lengthy video and try to cover everything this time so there's no confusion. And I've had, when I say hundreds of trade offers, I'm going to say hundreds of trade offers. And some of them have been pretty cool stuff, but they've been rat rod type stuff and you know, roadster type stuff. And I do drive this truck daily, even though it needs at least 2 more things done to it for most people. But I'm not most people, so been driving it daily for over a year. I drive the crap out of this truck, to be honest with you. I don't beat on the motor, but I run the truck. The AC works, the cruise control works, it has tilt, it has power seats, all the gauges work. You know, the radio works, but there's no speakers, so you could hook a couple speakers up. And I may get to that stuff if I don't sell it or trade it soon. If I trade it for something, it has to be something that I can use daily and haul parts in. So cars are kind of out of the question. And it's hard for me to take another truck on trade because why would I? This one's awesome. So just being super honest. So unless it's a full-wheel drive truck or something unique, you know, then I'm probably not interested. Partial trades, possibly interested in, but I'm going to go ahead and raise the price back up to what everybody else is asking for anything even close to this truck, which is low 20s, you know, and then if they're painted shiny, they're 30 plus. But I'm going to go ahead and play the game because I had a cheap cash price on mine. That was kind of a blowout price because I was wanting to do a couple new things, and all I'm getting is people offer me stuff that literally isn't worth as much as the motor and tranny. So now that I've addressed those trade type situations, if it's a trade, it needs to be a full-wheel drive truck and or, you know, a partial trade on something, but real value to value. None of this trade value. You know, I'm not into game playing. That's why here I just keep driving the truck. I've had trades offered to me that were worth more cash than my truck is, but it's not about that for me. You know, if it was all about cash, you know, everything can't be all about cash. It's just not for me. I like this truck. I've always liked it. That's why I bought it back. I didn't have to buy it back. I did. Because I like the truck. So, like I said, this video is going to be long. Most of you strokes are going to bail out real early, and if you're not really interested in buying the truck, you probably just want to bail out now, because I'm going to make this one real long. It's going to take a long time for my phone to download it, but I want to cover everything this time, because I get tired of stupid questions, and I don't have a rack, so I'm not putting it up on a rack. I can't really shoot pictures of the underneath of it, and the bottom line is, the underneath of it looks like a 2006 to 2008 Mustang, or 9 Mustang, 10, whatever. So there's nothing to see underneath it. It's a Mustang chassis. There's some sway bars added in the rear and stuff like that, but that's it. So we're not going down that path. Is it paintable? Yeah, there's some dings that need to be smoothed out and a couple things that need to be done. And then, yeah, the rear roll pan section needs a lot of work now, because that was one of the things that the first guy, you know, the shipper who shipped it the first time didn't know what he was doing, and he ripped the rear roll pan completely off of it, which I hauled it home on my 20-foot tilt trailer and didn't rip anything up on it. That being said, I have raised the rear about 2 inches now when we put the new rear end in it. So it is a little more level. It doesn't sag a little in the rear, which gave you a little more room, but it's still low. It's not bagged, it's not lowered, it does not ride like a log wagon. It's sectioned on there, so it rides like a stock Mustang GT. It actually drives very smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and I get constant stupid questions, and it irritates me, and I'm not teaching people how to build them or showing people how to build them. I'm selling mine. So, and I did make a lot of people cry about some door panels. It took me about 2 hours to make them door panels, and I didn't do the greatest job I've ever done, but it'll shut people up because there wasn't no door panels on it. They are brand new armrest. Like I said, not my best work I've ever done, But and the cage impairs the door panel a little bit there. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and discuss a few things inside that have changed now. So first off, I'm gonna roll it forward so I can get some pictures of the rear. I did get some of the lights off. So to answer the questions, you know, some guys were like, well, you know, if you were, it takes hours to get those lights off, and if you're a professional. Listen, guys, all you guys that have said that, I looked at your pages, and you want $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for the same truck with shiny paints, and you've gotten the lights off. So basically, I'm down to now the airbag. That's the emergency brake light, and the seatbelt light, which will go off. And the other lights are off now, with the exception of the airbag light comes back on, which clearly the front sensors and things are not hooked up. They're always going to stay on. Like I said, the gauges all work. Horn works. Basically, you're driving a Mustang with this body grafted on it. So a couple things that need to be done that I discussed is the front blinkers need to be hooked up still, and you need to put some sort of wiper setup on it. I rain-X the windshield. I've driven it in the rain. I even drove it last year in a little snow. But you do need to address those two things. Otherwise, the AC works, like I said, and you can see the radio actually works. It just doesn't have any speakers hooked up. Everything else works. The Mustang hood release actually opens up the hood also. Like I said, AC works, emergency brake works. I actually have the dome light out of the Mustang. The wiring's up there if somebody wanted to make a mount to mount the dome light, if you wanted a dome light. You know, some people have brought up the welds, and I'm gonna tell you this much. I bought about 6 cars from the guy who started this truck, the project, and I've never broken one of his welds. And he is not a professional welder. And this is not a $200,000, you know, Pro Mod chassis. So yes, his welds could be prettier, but haven't broke one yet. So that being said, all you guys who run your mouths, who don't build anything, but are better welders, you know, there's another thing. Standing on an assembly line or welding on things on an assembly line or on a pipe, you know, out in the open is completely different than welding things together, you know, inside of a vehicle or underneath a vehicle. I know guys who weld all day for a living and couldn't weld a muffler on a truck, you know. So that being said, that'll address the welding questions. I really don't want to hear them. Like I said, any negative stuff, you get blown off and you get blocked, because here's the thing, I don't need anybody's nonsense. So what I generally do, just so you know, when you make a negative comment, you actually get blocked. So you don't only get, you know, your message deleted, but then you get blocked. Okay, so here's your motor. Everybody always wants to see a picture of the motor. There's your picture of the motor. Then the next popular question is, you know, can I see the bed? Which there's still pictures. There's still going to be a still ad on there, and there's still pictures of it. You know, that's my junkyard toolbox right there that you see, and that's my junkyard boots for when I go to the junkyard. Anyways, so there's the rear shot. Sorry, there's some stuff in the way there. There's your spare tire and everything, and you can haul coolers. I've hauled seats, I've hauled treated lumber in here, I've hauled all kinds of stuff. This does lock. I'm not sure how secure it really is even when it's locked, but you know, as far as I got the rear roll pan back on there. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not do the finished body work. It's just back on there. So, and the tailgate does work properly, and you can sit on it and all that good stuff. And I do have the key for the tonneau cover if you want to lock it. You could paint this truck shiny. I drive it daily. I don't want to. You know, I have nice things if I want to drive them, but you know, I don't, as far as paint goes. But that's not what this truck is about. This truck is a daily driver for me, and so, you know, I'm not concerned about the paint. That's the last thing I'm concerned about. that door, the handle to open the door, the mechanism needs to be replaced. So know that also. Okay, so that addresses those particular questions. Like I said, it's always got a little dirt in it because I drive it daily, so I don't keep it. I keep it pretty clean, but I don't keep it as clean as I keep my other stuff. Okay. The front tires in a hard turn, like in a hard, cranking them hard, they will rub a little bit. You got to get used to that. I drive it, like I said, daily. Never tore anything up yet. So, but again, this truck isn't for Casper Milquetoast. This is for a real car guy, for a guy who drives driven rat rods, and more or less, I say me and my kids can drive anything with wheels. That's who this truck is for. This truck is not for Casper Milquetoast who's wanting to go to Cars and Coffee and shit like that. Handles better than a stock Mustang because the body is sectioned on there a little bit lower, so it actually handles better than a stock Mustang. It takes turns very well. The steering is look at the body, it's ridiculously tight. Like I said, it drives like a performance car, looks like a 66 F100 truck. Things that could be done if you want to put new door, window gaskets in it. If you don't like the wind noise, I have tinnitus in one ear, so my ear rings 24 hours a day, non-stop. So I kind of prefer the wind noise because it's better than listening to the ringing. So like I said, I'm gonna shoot a little bit longer video than normal because I want to try to give people, I want to cover everything. I'm tired of the same questions. And again, guys, I don't care if I get rid of this truck or not. Everybody has to have a daily driver, and I use this truck more than any other thing. My diesel strictly pulls my trailer around. It doesn't go to the grocery store. I grocery shop in this truck. I junkyard in this truck. I pick up small parts in it. And like I said, lumber. I do all that stuff in this truck. This is my driver. So, but like I said, this is not for everybody. This lifestyle is not for everybody. And you get a lot of guys that are a little too. They need to go buy a new EcoBoost F100 or F150. So. About the film quality, I'm not got a little blurry there. It ain't catching back up. See if it picks back up. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Anyways, I'm not a video guy. I'm not good at this. So, anyways. My little thing gets a little squirrely, it's because I'm not very good at shifting and holding the camera, so. And I know this is going to be long, but real buyers will appreciate it because I don't, actually bought back from people more than once because I loved them so much. I had a little bitty aluminum fan boat one time that used to run in 0 water almost. It was a blast. It was one of the funnest things I ever owned. And this truck, like I said, I have a blast in this truck. It's fun to drive. Parts are cheap for it. It's pretty easy to work on. You still need to do something with the rear tires because you have to loosen you have to kind of bring the rear end down a little bit to get the tires out. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I've thought of a few different ideas on that, but never addressed it because I haven't gotten that far. Like I said, it does have a 30,000 mile Mustang rear end in it that has 373 Ford racing gears in it, the AC compressor, and the other components that needed to be replaced from the warranty, the compressor are fresh. So all your AC and your defrost and all that nonsense works. And it stays pretty darn cool in here. If you were to put new window seals in it, it'd probably be even better. So, anyways, like I said, I'm sorry about the lengthy video, but I get questions after questions. I get questions, can I hear it run? I get questions, can I see the trunk? Can I see, or the bed? Can I see the, the hood, or under the hood, blah, 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 because people won't go look at the still ad. Then I put pictures in the still ad and people won't go watch the video. You know, I get a little worn out with the trolls because trolls are just that, they're trolls. All they want to do is bother people. And I remember way back in the day when it was just pictures, then everybody, when phones first came out, can I hear it run? Can I hear it run? So I was reluctant. I changed with the times. I shoot a video of every one of them now immediately, and now people are like, can't find the video, can't find the video. Well, if you can't find the video, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I'm an old guy too, but it's your fault. Because get your kid, get your grandkid, get somebody to show you how to find the video, because everybody finds the video at some point. So the video's there, it's on my page, it'll be on there. There's a video of every car I'm selling on my page. So, and other people can find them. So the problem's not the video, the problem is you. I hate to say it, and I'm not trying to be mean, but figure it out. So, I have learned, I had to adapt to that again and keep growing with the times. I think I have learned now, and I'm gonna lie, I haven't learned, my wife has. Sometimes she can send people a link, but we don't have time for all that. Everybody else knows how to click on the link or find the link or go to my page. So that covers that. But this is a super nice long test drive. You've gotten to see, you know, how all the gauges read when you're driving it and all that good stuff. Maybe how it sounds. When I get out here at the store, I'll go ahead and shoot one more of the outside. Sorry about these blurry spots. I don't know why it does that, but I'm probably doing something dumb like moving the camera too fast or something. I'm not, like I said, I'm not great at this. This isn't my job, isn't shooting videos. So, anyways, one of my favorite things is to see people's faces when I blow by them on the highway in the old truck that they think should be in the junkyard, you know. And even better, you watch real car guys who know how different engines sound and stuff, and you blow by one of them and they're like, man, that sounds like a Mustang. It's kind of funny to see their faces. So, anyways. That down too. If I'm going to trade, it's going to be for something that is daily drivable. These rat rods with no side windows and stuff, they're awesome, guys, and some of them been blown. I've had some really neat stuff offered to me. The problem is they're not daily drivable, you know, and I push the envelope of daily drivable all the time. Sorry about my video again. I'm always pushing the envelope of what's considered daily drivable, but this stuff with no side windows and stuff and all that, it's not drivable. In blown cars, I can't drive those cars. you know, to St. Louis and over to Illinois for over an hour, and you know, I can't drive them cars daily, and they don't have heat or air, half of them, stuff like that. And again, I'm as manly as they come. I drive full-wheel drives, you know. I drive full-wheel drives all winter long with no tops on them and stuff. Like I said, I ain't scared to drive stuff, but you know, like I said, there's a difference between a daily driver and not a daily driver. So here's your video of it running. You've seen all the gauges working and all that kind of stuff. 1966 F100 short bed. There you go.